Also from Sioux City, that is going to be the 69V of Danny Vanderveen. It's going to be Jacob Walding in the 51 from Sioux City, the inside row number 2. And Nathan Recker from Grainville in outside of him. Keep an eye on the fact there's not going to be deja vu. There will be 2 Recker cars. Taylor Brown from Yankton and Mark Lamer from Carter Lake, row number 3. And Ricky Christensen from North Sioux City in the 8R round out your field. And we are racing. As they fired off down into 1 and 2, it's going to be Skylar Savage with the early advantage. 51 of Walding sitting there in second. It's going to be Mark Lamer going to the inside of Recker, as Recker trying to go to the inside of Brown. But it's all going to be behind Skylar Savage, your leader. As they fire back off down into 1 and 2. Here comes about for lead, Jacob Walding. He's going to get him, new leader Walding. As Walding now leads him down into 3 and 4. Skylar Savage trying to go back to the inside. Savage wants that lead back. Not quite going to get it this time at the line, as he's still underneath a little bit of Rubbins Racing coming out of turn number 2. They go back into 3 and 4. Walding on the high side, Savage on the low side. Walding's going to clear Savage this time, and it's going to be all Walding, followed by Savage. Then it's going to be Recker, Brown, Vanderveen, and Lamer, your top 5. So once again, as they're going to come down and see the white flag, this time by still all Jacob Walding in the 51. The Kyle Larson, HendrickCars.com look-alike. He is going to sling it through. He was the winner on opening night here at Interstate Speedway. Has been running in the top 5 or close to it every night since. And he's going to pick up heat race number 1. It's going to be Jacob Walding, followed by Skylar Savage, Nathan Recker, Taylor Brown, and Ricky Christensen. Goes from 7th up to 5th. Of course, Blaze Coffee has been off all over the country with Lance Maury helping him out. Had a little bit of time away from the road, so called up Nathan Recker, said, hey, can I borrow your backup car? I want to go play. And here he is. As the green's going to come out, it's going to be El Dape with the early advantage, as he's going to fire it off down into 1 and 2. Woodall sitting in second, under pressure from the 15 of Tyler Thompson. Then you've got Limoges and Osler side by side for 4 and 5 right now. As they come down, it's going to be El Dape easily with the lead. Woodall, Thompson, Limoges, and Osler still your top 5. Blaze Coffee, Gary Grable right there sitting just outside of that top 5. Tyler Thompson now takes over second spot from Woodall. Woodall also in danger of losing third place as Brooke Osler is underneath the 16 right now. Of course, Brooke Osler got her first career win right here at the Interstate Speedway just a few weeks ago. And now she's got that taste for victory lane. She wants more. Gilbert Aldape laying down the fastest laps out there. 18.106 that last lap versus Brooke Osler's 18. Justice Limoges 18.404. But there's company up front. Tyler Thompson to the low side. We got a battle side by side. It's going to be Aldape on the high side, Thompson on the low side. Tyler Thompson's going to sling it down in there. Can't quite get him cleared out of 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Still Aldape by 96 one-thousandths of a second. Again, Thompson not able to get the 7G cleared. They're going to fire it off down to 3 and 4. Thompson's going to drive it in deep. At the line, drag race. Aldape by 36 one-thousandths of a second beats Tyler Thompson. Brooke Osler, Justice Limoges, Blaze Coffee, your top 5. Found out something interesting. Paul Nagel actually has been friends with my girlfriend's mom for quite a while. They're both, of course, she's from Ames and he's from Nevada, so they've met.
Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Moore and Volts, your front row. And off of turn number 4 this time. Head flagman Josh Blount gives us a sign. We're green flag racing in the modifieds.
And it's going to be Bob Moore with a great lead going down into 1, but it's 3 wide. Volts on the outside. Then you got Abelson in the middle. Ricky Steffen to the inside as they're going to come through 3 and 4. It's going to be lap number 1. Give it to Bobby Moore.
Battle raging on for the second spot as Abelson takes over that spot. But here comes Nagel. Nagel around the outside of Volts. He's got the third spot, and he's hounding on the back door of Chris Abelson.
It is the big bad Peterbilt, Paul Nagel. I call him that because when he ran late models, he actually had a Peterbilt headlight and grill package, decal package on his car. He is currently sitting in third, trying to track down Sioux City Excitement, Chris Abelson, for that runner-up spot.
Meanwhile, a battle deeper in the field as Jimmy Cole's going to try to look at the back bumper of the 22 of Volts. Volts now in the clutches of Jimmy Cole through turns 3 and 4 this time. As they come off of turn number 4, battle for the second spot starting to shape up as Nagel get around the high side of Abelson, and Abelson battling back to the inside.
Yeah, it's a pair of Razor chassis. Nagel had it for a half a heartbeat, then all of a sudden got a push in turn 2. That allowed Abelson to get back by him. Now he's going to the whip, trying to get back up to the back of Abelson. See if maybe they can do it again. Battling for that second spot out. Meanwhile, Abelson trying to go to the whip to catch up to Bob Moore as Moore has pretty much all but walked away from everybody else.
Bob Moore, your race leader, trying to hold off a hard-charging Chris Abelson as Abelson's charging his way back up. You might be reeling him in here, PJ. It's coming off of turn number 4. Bobble by Moore. Drag race for the white flag.
And at the line, new leader Abelson. Abelson got him at the line, got him into turn number 1. Moore going to try to dive back to the inside, see if he can try and get that lead back. As, we got problems with 33M Messenbrink around on the front stretch, and hang on to her, boys, hang on to her, boys. Ooh, heads up driving by Abelson. He was full tilt boogie coming out of 4, and wow, the evasive maneuver. There wasn't much room between the back of Messenbrink's car and the front wall. Nice move by Abelson. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to have to go to the car wash and check his shorts after that one, but nice move.
So your leader is Chris Abelson battling with Bob Moore as they were coming to the checkered flag. They are going to yellow checkered this one. We are checkered. Wasn't sure if they were going to rack it back for a lap, but they will call it official. Abelson going to be your winner of heat race number 1, followed by Bob Moore, Paul Nagel, Chris Steffen, and Jimmy Cole. Fleshman on the pole. Berrigan to the outside through turns 3 and 4 this time. We see the green flag. We're racing in heat race number 2.
And it's going to be Berrigan with the early advantage, sending it off down into turn number 1. Fleshman in second, but not for long as high, wide, and around the outside. Here comes the Mapleton Farm Boy. Teese now up into that second place spot. It's Fleshman in third. Coming down to fourth, it's going to be Snyder's, and it's going to be the Ada Jensen running up top 5.
Battle for that fifth spot going on between 3 different cars. Mills to the inside of Jensen. Jensen had to give up the position. Now Jensen's going to be hounded by the 4 of Brandon Verbeek as Verbeek dives to the inside of that one. Battle for not last is on. Meanwhile, battle for the third spot shaping up between Snyder's and Fleshman.
Yeah, and if those two don't watch it, here comes Mills. Mills is going to be in on that. Oh, Fleshman got way wicked sideways. Mills had to back out of it in order to get by him and not get in the middle of him, and he will get around him. It's Mills up to that 4th place spot. Berrigan still leading by 1 second.
Berrigan leading it with Jim Teese chasing him down. I think he might be reeling him in here, as we'll see as they cross the flag this time by. He is slowly reeling him in. I don't think he's going to have enough time, though, if he only goes off a 10th a lap. As we are halfway home in this heat race, Berrigan's still your race leader.
Yeah, that last lap, Teese ran a 14.883 to Berrigan's 14.961. So it's definitely catching him. But again, we're going to be coming down to 2 laps to go this next time by. Is that going to be enough time? It's going to be Berrigan followed by Teese. That's going to be your lead battle. 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go, and he has caught the back bumper of Berrigan as he comes down the back straightaway. Berrigan, you got company with a farmer coming after you. He wants to try and harvest this win of the heat race. Down the front straightaway, white flag is out for Berrigan.
All Berrigan has to do is hold off Teese for 4, make it 3, make it 2 more corners as he's going to fire it off down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Teese not going to be able to do it. Sean Berrigan picks up heat race number 2. Jim Teese second. Jason Snyder's third. Fourth is going to go to Mills. And it's going to be Brandon Verbeek rounding out that top 5.
That was wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, this time one and 2, Skylar Savage, Gilbert Adape, wind him up and turn him loose on a turn number 4.
As they're going to come firing off down out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1. It's going to be the 7G of Adape with the lead. Here comes Walding. Walding out of 2, trying to get down to the inside. He's at the corner, down the backstretch, now at the door. Can he get side by side? It's going to be a drag race coming down to the line. It's going to be Adape leading lap number 1.
Adape leads lap number 1 with a hard-charging Jacob Walding to the inside. Savage holding on to the third spot for the time being with Osler and Wrecker, your top 4. Yellow is out. Yellow is out.
It's Tyler Thompson at the exit of turn number 4. He is stopped right about where they come out onto the track. Kyle Larson, HendrickCars.com lookalike, up into the lead.
As they roll through turns 3 and 4, Adape is going to hit the gas in turn 3, bring it to the green flag. We're racing once again in your IMCA Modifieds Sport Compacts. Adape leads us into turn 1. It's a mad gaggle from third on back for position.
Oh, problems with Brooke Osler as she did not get a good start. Falling through the field. She is losing touch with everybody. Everybody's going by her. Problems with the 07 of Milford's Brooke Osler. But up front, it is still all Gilbert Adape by half a second with the lead. Savage still sitting. No, correction. Nathan Wrecker in third. Savage trying to get that spot back. They're going to be side by side through 3 and 4 as they come down. It's going to be Wrecker taking over third.
Wrecker takes over the third spot over Savage. And meanwhile, battle for the race lead shaping up. Down the back straightaway, Walding looks to the inside of the 7G of Gilbert Adape. Adape tucks tail behind him, going to dive it back down low again as it comes down the front straightaway. Battle for the race lead is on.
Adape by 28 1/1000ths of a second holds on to the lead, but this time through 1 and 2. New leader, that is Jacob Walding. Now it's going to be Adape trying to go down to the inside, see if he can get a spot, get that spot back. Instead, goes across, pushes across the groove, and problems for Adape. Adape off the pace down the front stretch. It is going to be Wrecker and Brown battling it side by side for second and third as Jacob Walding now builds out to a 1.6 second advantage.
Walding well out in front in this one is now falling back to the wayside. Is the 35 junior falling towards a battle with Nathan Wrecker for that third spot. Walding still your race leader. Savage now getting battled to the inside. That is 69V of Danny Vanderveen for that position. They're the first battle back in this string of cars.
And Taylor Brown, that he is not seeing deja vu. He is the meat in a Wrecker car sandwich. Nathan Wrecker ahead of him. Blaze Coffee behind him. Coffee now looking to try to get to the inside. Not caffeinated enough to make it go, though, as he's going to fall back into that fourth place spot. Here comes Justice Limoges. Limoges now parks his way into the top 5. It's still all. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Smoke coming out of your leader, the 51 of Walding. That car sounds very, very ill as it comes down the front stretch. The leader is out. The leader is out. The 51 of Jacob Walding pulls it to the infield. He is done. It is going to be Nathan Wrecker with the advantage. battle on for second and third, as it's going to be Brown hanging on to it. Blaze Coffee still trying to get that spot back. Can it be an all-Wrecker Racing 1-2? As track has a little bit of character, and the 24 RC of Blaze Coffee, he's going through the bumps. It's faster for him, but not quite fast enough to get around that 35 junior of Taylor Brown. Nathan Wrecker out to a 7/10 of a second advantage over Brown. There's Blaze Coffee, Justice Limoges, and Danny Vanderveen, 3, 4, and 5. We're coming down to 3 laps to go. 2, 3, and 4, all right there with each other, as they are still 6/10 of a second behind your leader. Coffee again going to go to the inside of the 35 junior of Brown. No, not going to happen. They are starting to, however, catch your leader, Nathan Wrecker. Again, Blaze Coffee tries to get to the inside of the 35 junior Taylor. He can get to the quarter panel. That's about it. Cannot get up to the door. White flags out. 1 lap to go. Just need 4 more pretty corners for the 24R of Wrecker, as he's going to fire it off down the backstretch into 3 and 4. I know there's a bunch of Nathan Wrecker fans. Get up. Nathan Wrecker takes the win. It's going to be Taylor Brown second, Blaze Coffee third, Justice Limoges fourth, and Danny Vanderveen is going to round out your top 5.
Nathan Wrecker bringing it home here tonight at Interstate Speedway. Talk us through that one, man.
Well, unfortunately, the guys that were ahead of me obviously had problems, and this one kind of fell into our lap, but we will take it. And this one's for that sea of red out in the stands. That's awesome. Man, 2 times in one weekend, we're on a roll now. I got to thank my awesome crew, my girlfriend Sarah, mom, dad, my brother. They all play a part in this. And, of course, my awesome sponsors. This is awesome. Thank you guys for coming.
A lot of sport out here at the Interstate Speedway. We'll get you here to Victory Lane to celebrate. Nathan Wrecker, your feature winner in your IMCA Motorsports IMCA Sport Compacts.
Ladies and gentlemen, as they come out 3 and 4, once again, Interstate Speedway, we ask you to your feet. This is the alcohol burning, Hoosier shredding, ground pounders of America's heartland, your IMCA Freezer Performance Modifieds, presented by Rick's Customs Parade and Wave.
As we have a nice and easy pace through turns 3 and 4, it's modified time at the Interstate Speedway.
As they're going to send it on down into 1 and 2. Berrigan's going to win the battle down into 1. It's going to be a big old chunk of mud coming off the car. Bobby Moore taking over the lead, as it's going to be 3 wide. Berrigan in the middle of Stefan to the inside and Snyder's to the outside. Snyder's wins the battle for second.
Snyder's gets that second spot. Stefan going to try and battle it back up. Berrigan bobbled into the middle of a sandwich situation. 4 cars around him. A pair of Chris's go around Berrigan, high and low. Abelson low. Mills up top, and they get around Berrigan, who is now slow, going to pull it to the infield.
Oh, tough break for the driver out of Sergeant Bluff, Iowa. The 88 out of Sean Berrigan. Right now, your battle for battle for third is on. Ricky the Racer 7 versus the Maple Farm Boy of Tees. And then you've got Mills and Abelson right behind them as well. 4 cars for the third place spot.
Battle for third raging on as we got the 23 and the 25. It's Tees and Stefan. Stefan holding off Tees for the time being. Here comes Chris Mills, the 02 junior. Around the high side, round the outside. Mills has found that eye-line run once again like he did a couple weeks ago. Through turns 3 and 4 this time. He gets the position over Jim Tees this time by. He's going to look for more. Look to the back bumper of Stefan.
As Mills takes over second, Now trying to go to the whip, see if he can get up to the legend, the 25 of Ricky the Racer Steffen for third, as Steffen starting to close in slightly on the back bumper of the 44X Snyders. But right now, it is Bob Moore, 1.440 seconds in the lead. He is absolutely gone. He is the driver of the 48, and caution is out.
Looks like MedStar's picking up some debris in turn number 2.
Folks, I hate to say it, but your leader's got a problem. Flat right front tire on the 48 of Bob Moore. Absolutely flat on the right front. So the leader has got to pull it in and get that addressed. As he's going to pull it, and yes, the tire is completely down. It looked 3/4 of the way down on the way by here. It is completely flat now, and he's not going to get it worked on. He is done. Steering wheel off on the deck. Bob Moore, who has led since the drop of the green, is done. That just changed the ball game, boys and girls. Snyders, apparently we're going to start the Delaware double file restart without a leader. Snyders on the high side. Ricky the Racer Steffen on the low side. Green is out. This is not a battle for second and third. This is now the battle for the lead.
Snyder's going to hit the high side of turns 1 and 2, trying to drive it as Ricky Steffen hits a run, bobbles everybody up, accordion effect, and here comes Chris Abelson to the inside.
Paul Nagel now going to be looking at getting that third spot as 3 wide. Nagel in the middle of a sandwich between Snyders on the outside, Mills on the inside. Oh, mama, hang on. As we have got ourselves a barn burner. Abelson barely leading Steffen. And then you've got the battle between Nagel, Mills, and Snyders right there behind him.
What do you look at as we got a battle for the race lead, battle for the second spot. Snyder's is going to pull it to the infield. His night will be done. Ricky Steffen trying to knock back on the back bumper of the 1X of Chris Abelson. Sioux City's excitement, Sioux City action, Sioux City racing, all on hand tonight.
And Paul Nagel has dispensed with the 02 Junior Mills. He is now on the back bumper of the 25 of Steffen. He's going to dive it low and try to drive it down the hill. At the line, give him second by a 1/100th of a second. Meanwhile, look at this, new leader. Nagel's able to pull a 2 for 1, get by Steffen and Abelson, who bobbled. Your new leader from Nevada, Iowa, Paul Nagel.
Paul Nagel goes for the 2 for 1 special through turns 1 and 2. Watch out as Abelson bobbles again through 1 and 2. Nagel able to drive away, give the second spot to Steffen. Steffen chasing down Nagel. Abelson gonna call it a night.
Oh man, this is a awesome battle, but a war of attrition at the same time. Nagel starting to pull away 9/10 of a second this last time by, as he is absolutely running away from the 25 of Ricky the Racer Steffen. The 02 Junior Chris Mills still sitting in that third place spot. He is going to the whip, seeing if he can catch up to Steffen for a battle for second. Meanwhile, Nagel 1.177 seconds ahead of Ricky the Racer Steffen.
Leaders starting to string themselves out. Closest battle back is going to be the battle for the 4th position with Verbeek and Tees as they just enter turn number 1 and 2, well behind your race leaders. Meanwhile, Nagel's still your race leader off of turn number 4. Mills trying to catch up to the back bumper of Steffen. Nagel dives it into turns 1 and 2. 5 laps remain. Bobbles a little bit off turn number 2. Battle for second heating up as here comes Mills. He's on the back bumper of Steffen as they go to 3.
The Peterbilt Paul Nagel, he's got it jammed up into 18th gear, and he's got that 3408 Cat working. Twin turbos just a screaming as he is about to come up on lap traffic. That'll be the 33M of Messenbrink, but he has only got 3 more laps to go as Nagel, he is going to get around 33M with no problem as Messenbrink pulls in. He is done. 2 laps to go this time by.
2 laps to go this time by. Nagel's still your race here. Steffen trying to hold off Mills. Mills trying to mount a charge back. But as they go through turns 3 and 4 this time, Paul Nagel in the 0-5 is going to look and see the white flag fly. 1 lap to go for Nagel.
The Peterbilt Paul Nagel goes through 1 and 2. He's going to send it down the backstretch. The Central Iowa racer out of Nevada, Iowa, is going to come up to South Dakota, and he's going to win. Paul Nagel, your winner. Second is going to be Ricky the Racer Steffen. Third, he is going to be the O2 Junior of Mills, followed by Brandon Verbeek and Jim Tees, rounding out your top 5.
Since July of last year, mid-July last year at the Boone Speedway, coming to Interstate Speedway, Victory Lane, it's Paul Nagel. Well, Paul, welcome to Interstate Speedway and welcome to Victory Lane.
Glad to be here.
You kind of had to work a little bit for that one, so talk us through that battle.
Yeah, that was tighten the belts and hold on type of track. That was fun. You know, we've been all over the state this year with this car testing out, and we're getting better and better. And this one kind of threw us a curveball tonight, and we didn't change a lot, put some logistics to it, and came out ahead. It was great.
All right, well, who do you got to thank putting Victory Lane here tonight?
Oh man, my crew's here. My girlfriend, my crew guy Dustin, and Sam, his fiance or his wife, they came with, and you know, without them and all my crew guys to make this possible, it'd be really hard. All of our sponsors, we got Jack's Outdoor Services on the car, helps us keep the shocks on this thing. Wilson Repair is a huge help to this car. SRS Ag, Vincent Construction, Vincent Trucking, all the guys on this car. This RZR's been awesome. So,
well, welcome to Victory Lane here once again. Paul Nagel, your Rick's Customs IMCA Modified feature winner.